Well, hello everyone and welcome to Barefoot Minis. And I'm going to do a dairy-free Thanksgiving for everybody. This is the base for underneath my roasted chicken. I have 3 of everything, 3 onions, 3 celery, 3 carrots. So this will be the base, and then I'm going to put my little rooster on top and then roast him at 475 for 10 minutes and then 375 for probably 45, maybe an hour. So that's my start. But notice the trinity. That's what I was taught by my mom. You do onions, celery, and carrots. The trinity. Let's get started. Here's the rooster with all the vegetables ready to go into the oven. Used neutral oil, which is a organic sunflower oil, and salt and pepper to season. These are the oils I'm using as dairy substitutions for dairy-free Thanksgiving. We've got sunflower oil, coconut oil, organic extra virgin olive oil, and organic mayo. This will be maple glazed carrots with carrots from our little bucket garden. We got a 1/3 cup maple syrup and a 1/4 cup coconut oil, a little salt to taste, and a little water, and we're going to simmer these. I'm making the stuffing, which is the celery, the onions, salt, pepper, and sage to taste, and I do believe it was a 1/2 cup of neutral oil, which would be my organic sunflower oil. This is the first time I've ever made stuffing without butter, so I haven't been dairy-free for more than 2 years quite yet, but we'll see how it tastes. This is broth from one of the birds that we've raised, and that's what we used in the stuffing. So I'll pan over the stuffing and I'll show you the almost finished product of that. Here's the stuffing. It's simply neutral oil, onions, celery, salt, pepper, and sage, with a cup of broth, and the bread I used is white sourdough. It's non-enriched flour and it contains no dairy. Here's the dairy-free stuffing ready to go in the oven. I'll just cook it until it crisps up. The chicken's in there at 375, so that should be fine. Just get the top crisped. Here's the bird, all done. The veggies at the bottom are going to go into making the gravy. All the fixins that were underneath the bird are going into making gravy. So I will cook this with some flour, make kind of roux, and then I will add my chicken stock from our homegrown chicken. This is the gravy in the midst after adding some of my chicken broth, and it's boiling, but it's already thick enough. After this, I'm gonna strain out the thick ingredients, and then it'll just be a liquid gravy. I'm straining my gravy. I made it too thick, but it's pretty easy to resolve. You just take some broth and thin it down a little bit. One thing's for sure, the chickens are going to have a feast of scraps. Whatever we don't eat, they get. Here's a dairy-free stuffing all ready to go. Yum. This is a corn casserole, and this is a little bit of the least healthy dish that I've made today because it uses 2 boxes of Jiffy corn muffin mix, and then 1 can of cream corn, 1 can of whole kernel corn, 1/2 cup raw organic honey, so it's not sweetened with anything but honey, and 2 eggs. And just for good measure, I put a little bit of sunflower oil in there. I would say about a little less than a tablespoon. Okay, about 30 to 35 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. These are just basic mashed potatoes and boiled diced potatoes in salt water, and then with a homemade broth and salt and pepper, olive oil, and garlic salt to taste. Here's the gravy base that was browned, cooked, and then in a roux, and then this is the gravy that's strained off of that. It's very good. It's interesting flavored, kind of different. I don't know if I'll do it this way again, but this is how I saw it done on Epicurious. These are the maple glazed carrots that we grew in our bucket garden, and they've just been here simmering for a while. They'll just taste like candied yams when they're done. They'll be very good. We didn't do any cranberry this year, but we have cranberry juice, so that's what we'll have instead. And dinner rolls, I don't think we need them because we have the stuffing. But if I were to do any type of recipe, I would go to Sally's Baking Addiction, and she has a bread bowl recipe that works for dinner rolls as well, and it's all dairy-free. The horses and chickens are getting a happy Thanksgiving too. We'll just put everything in on warm, and then go out and do chores, and then have our own Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody! Well, it's 3:30 and we just got in from chores, and the food is all ready to be eaten, and none of it has dairy in it, but it all tastes pretty good. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Most importantly, Jesus loves you.